Alright, so recently Sipova released this video, and it's pretty much him just explaining how he likes the older versions of Minecraft way more than the modern versions of Minecraft. And to be honest, I kind of just want to react to it with you guys because I just find this video kind of dumb. So yeah, let me try and prove my point. And also thanks to Greg for inspiring this video.
This is the oldest Minecraft build featured in the game's first ever YouTube video by Dwop. And while many of you are probably saying it looks like trash, I think it perfectly captures what modern day Minecraft is missing.
Alright, so a few minutes into the video, he decided to show the first ever Minecraft structure that was actually like shown on YouTube and everything. And all in all, that's pretty interesting, but he says something that like doesn't really make sense. He's saying that this dirt structure is somehow what the modern Minecraft is missing. I get the sentiment behind the structure. It's kind of like showing how far we've come, but why is he saying that that's a problem? I don't understand why progression in his eyes is an issue for him. Because let's be honest, this Minecraft structure that was first made and posted on YouTube is ugly. Like, it's not anything impressive or anything. But yes, I agree, it's a clear staple of how far the community has come with creativity, but he doesn't underline that.
Even beta Minecraft had little guidance and no preset goals. This forced you as the player to play the game in your own way, make your own goals, and solve problems in your own way.
People in modern Minecraft also make their own goals. Like, if anything, there's more guidance now to what you can do in the game. And he also mentioned before this that like you had more creative freedom in the older versions. And this also doesn't really make sense because you had less things to do. In the older versions of Minecraft, you literally only had a few biomes, you only had a few blocks, you had little room to nothing to do. Whereas with the newer versions of Minecraft, you have hundreds of things to do. There's so much more content to grasp at instead of just being forced to make all of your houses out of cobblestone.
How will you solve this modern day Minecraft problem of being chased by a horde of zombies?
Okay, I think a lot of people missed the point he was trying to make here. I do understand it, I think he's just trying to say that modern Minecraft is too easy, I think. But this also doesn't really add up because in the version he was playing on, sprinting was added. So you could literally do the same thing as he was doing in modern Minecraft as well.
In old Minecraft, you were forced to think creatively to solve these types of problems and to play the game, making it a true sandbox. In my opinion, creating something completely from your own imagination and seeing a vision come to life is much more rewarding and fun, which is why I think so many people were immediately attracted to this game.
He makes a point here pretty much just saying that he felt more creative and more, I guess, immersed in the older versions of Minecraft. And I mean, I get it, the things were simpler back then, but like he's also trying to paint the picture as in like you can't be creative anymore. In the newer versions of Minecraft, you have so much things to grasp at. Once again, there's so much content for you to do and there's so many more things you can do. He's just pretty much saying that nobody can be creative anymore, which is not true. You obviously can be creative. There's hundreds of new creations being created every single day. Neither me or you are aware of. That doesn't mean they don't exist.
These old beta versions of Minecraft, everything is slower and more unexpected. You're forced to walk in this unguided and unforgiving world. There's no villages, no predictable cave generation, it's darker, more isolated, and finding what you're looking for is never easy. The definition of an adventure is an undertaking involving danger and unknown risks.
Right here, he's pretty much saying that the newer versions of the game doesn't have enough unpredictability or whatever. Like, I don't understand why he's just so limited to the older versions when literally the same thing can apply to both versions. And I don't understand why he thinks it's better to not have any villagers in his world at all. Obviously, each to their own. If somebody genuinely enjoys that feel of Minecraft, suit yourself out. But you can't say that you can't do the same thing on the newer versions because you 100% can.
Look at how simple the creative menu was compared to now. There isn't what's called a choice overload bias, which is when you're presented with so many choices, choosing becomes unappealing. Instead, old Minecraft and Skyblock's simplicity of items and features makes it easy to get immersed and satisfied, especially when it comes to building.
So this point here as well is also kind of dumb because he's pretty much just complaining that people have too much to choose from to be more creative out of, when in the older versions of Minecraft you had one, less features, less building blocks, less things to do, and most importantly, the things that he's saying, less things to be creative of. Like, I'm sorry, but in the older versions of Minecraft, there is just less to do. Obviously, there is endless things to do as well in the older versions of Minecraft, but to a certain extent, you are limited. In the newer versions of Minecraft, I truly don't believe you are. He's also saying how much he prefers the older building style as well, because there's so much less to choose from. And this is what Greg said in his video, it's just a massive code. I'm not gonna sit here and say it, I'm not very good at building, but that doesn't mean the older versions of Minecraft will make me a better builder because there's less to choose from.
You didn't have to know every damn strategy and color combo to make something that looks good.
This again, him saying that he's more interested in the simpler block palettes, and you can't make anything look good anymore just because we've gotten more blocks to choose from now. I also just believe it's just him lacking creativity, because you 100% can make something look good with limited items. Because once again, as you said, Minecraft is a sandbox game, so anything is theoretically possible, right? So I just don't understand this point why the newer versions of the game can't be creative with limited block palettes either.
In the old version, you're fully immersed, focused on progressing and being able to survive the night, and everything you encounter either aids or challenges you from doing so.
This right here, once again, is just completely contradictory. I don't understand how he's saying that you can't be fully immersed into modern Minecraft and not progress further into the game. In modern Minecraft, you can only do that in the older versions. I guess what he's trying to say, there's less things to do in the older versions and things are a bit more slow paced and all. But again, that's exactly what you do as well in the newer versions of Minecraft. You try and survive the night, you build a shelter, and you progress further into the game. You get gear, and that's it.
There's a purpose to everything. There's nothing unnecessary to distract you and break the immersion. On the contrary, today's version of the game has a million different biomes and structures for you to check out.
I'm sorry, but this point here is just ridiculous, man. He's pretty much just complaining that Minecraft has structures and he'd prefer it to be a literal limited wasteland instead. He's pretty much complaining that Minecraft has other biomes to explore. Like, God forbid you see a biome you really want to put your house in because it just looks nice. Whereas in the older versions of Minecraft, it literally had only a few biomes. So if anything, in my opinion, I think you have more creative freedom in the newer versions of Minecraft. Anyway, I don't really think I have anything else to say in this video. Please don't take this the wrong way as of me trying to hate on Sippo or anything. I'm not. I'm simply just giving out my constructive criticism and my point of view, which nobody asked for, I know. But this really interested me and I really wanted to talk about it. So once again, do not harass people for having preferences. Obviously, Sippo's preference is that he likes the older versions of Minecraft, which is totally fine. He can 100% play the old versions of Minecraft as much as he wants, and he shouldn't really get any backlash just because he likes the old version. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. I'll see you in a bit. Peace.